Okay, hello everybody. We have Rowena here, a dear friend, and we were discussing about feminine energy and how we want to embody the feminine energy that we have. And in discussion with Rowena, we will break down those aspects of feminine energy. And I want to start with, if we want to start with how we are living our lives in exhaustion and being overwhelmed, and how feminine energy is playing like a balanced role in getting us balanced in this today's world of getting overwhelmed with tons of things that we have.
Well, first of all, feminine energy is within all of us, right?
Yep.
And there is a great imbalance currently because women, men and women, we are in this era where we're rushing. We have to achieve things. We want material things, and we are very disconnected to our inner self, which is our body. And because of that, there is an imbalance within our whole being. A lot of the times we are just surviving every day, like there's no femininity at all within most of our daily lives, because we think of, what am I gonna do in order to survive in this economy, in this world? It's the masculine, right? It's the doing, the doer. And feminine energy is just being who you are, being in yourself, being in your heart. And we lost a lot of the time. We lost that because we are in this constant survival.
That's true, as you said that about survival mode, and we know how easily we are living in survival mode without realizing that we need to embody the energy of both masculine and feminine and just balance it. What are the qualities that you see in feminine energy that a feminine should be embodying in every day-to-day their aspects?
I think the most important, and I have to practice this a lot as well, the most important for me, the most important characteristic of a feminine energy for me is receptivity. Being able to receive help from a friend. We are creative. Feminine energy is being a creator, being the womb. Earth is a feminine energy.
Mother Earth.
Yes. And just being able to collaborate with another female or another person or human being is feminine energy, because it's just the embodiment of who you are. So if you need help, being receptive, being collaborative, being nurturing, being a womb where you create, you co-create. And with the women nowadays, we are all walking around with higher masculine energy because we need to work. We need to provide. We need to achieve something that's beyond ourselves, and a lot of the time something material as well, and that keeps us disconnected to the true essence of feminine energy. It's sometimes we don't ask for help. Like I myself, when someone offers me, hey, I can drive you to your appointment, or I can help you with something, I say, no, I'm fine. That is not being receptive, because a feminine energy, you know for yourself that, I'm okay to accept help. It's okay to say I can't do it all alone, right? But because we live into this world where you have to prove something to someone. I think we forget the being. Yeah.
That's actually very true and beautifully explained. Because even like I personally have issues with receiving, because I feel like there's an underlying motive of anybody's trying to help me. It's like, what do you want in exchange? Because I don't want you to be like, I didn't do anything in return. But feminine energy is like, I'm receiving because I'm meant to receive, and it's just getting harder to realize that I'm meant to receive, and I should receive without an exchange. There shouldn't be an exchange of anything without like receiving anything back or giving anything back. It should be just, I'm okay to receive because I am just a being, right?
Yeah. And also, I wanted to add that sometimes we don't want to receive, or we think that receiving is being like soft, like I can't do it on my own. But it's also a big disconnect. Because why you don't want to receive? Do you feel like you're not valued? You don't, you don't feel like you're capable of doing that. And also it's very it's also very masculine, because it's pride. I don't want to receive because am I not capable of giving it to myself? But that's mostly pride, right?
That's kind of the ego self telling us to do everything on our own, and not dependent on anything outside. But it's like asking God, can you send us help? But then when God sends somebody to help us, we're like, no, we wanted help in only certain way. We didn't receive it through this circumstance, with this person specifically, but it can be from any way, and we should be open to receive, which is like feminine energy. Is like, I'm open to receive anything that is out there as a gift for me, because I am a vessel, right?
Yes, and also self-worthiness. It's a big thing, because if you decline a help from somebody, that means you either have pride, or you feel like you're not able to receive it because it's not valuable to you or to the other person. So it is a lot of things, and I think we can still embody feminine energy by just going in and actually asking yourself, like, who am I really proving worth to? Like, I am the only one who can advocate for myself, and who can know what I really need in this world, right? So
that's true. I also want to discuss about feminine energy as we talk, is about what is kind of softness and strength, because feminine energy is kind of considered either being too soft, or like, does it have strength too? What's your take on like those aspects of it?
I think feminine energy is actually a strength, because if you look at, so women already embodied higher feminine energy, because we are the womb. We create life, right? We are the vessel. So feminine energy is actually strength. It's not softness, because to be a healer, to be a creator, to be a collaborator, to be a nurturer, to be a light of the house, if you're a mom, that's strength. And to be able to just be you and be yourself without the validation outside of you, that's strength. Because to me, weakness is asking for validation from outside of you, right? Because you're trying to prove to somebody else your worth, but then you can't prove it to yourself. That's not strength to me.
That's true. And just wanted to bring that up, like validation, because a lot of time, as somebody who is in teenage years or like young, they require a lot of validation. Like we seek validation. Until we have that, we don't feel worthy of doing anything. And like, how does that balance up when there's like need, like this like automatic program of like, I need validation because I should be getting it, but then I don't feel worthy with or without it, right?
So validation to me equals insecurity. If you need validation from someone else constantly to feel better,
Yeah.
you are a highly, highly insecure person.
Yeah.
Because what happened when the validation, the magic of the validation is over? I can tell you every day, every morning, every afternoon that you're beautiful, that you have a nice hair, nice body. But what happened when I stopped?
Yeah.
How are you going to survive?
Yeah.
So that validation, you should be able to say those words to yourself. You should be able to pacify yourself and say, I am enough. I am beautiful as I am, not because I have a perfect face, but because I embody love.
Yeah.
I love myself. I love the people around me.
Yeah.
I love what I do, and I'm content. Contentment is big as well, right? Like it is very hard to be validated and also be confident. If you're asking validation from somebody else, you need to look within yourself and actually try and validate yourself. Like tell yourself lovingly. We are very, very highly critical of ourselves.
Yeah.
So I am too. Like I've been very critical of myself, but at the same time, can we not be our own self-coach as well? If we can be self-critical, every time we are critical of ourselves, the self-coach has to turn on as well and say, okay, if you say, for example, I'm so stupid.
Yeah.
How can you turn on your self-coach when you say, I'm so stupid? I'm learning. I'm learning. I just need time to learn, right? We can turn that because if we don't, we will always be like very self-critical and we're going to put ourselves down all the time. And that is not feminine energy. Like we will never activate that if we're always belittling our own self, right?
That's true. In respect to relationships and feminine energy, how does feminine energy is kind of bringing into the relationship? Because a lot of times I personally feel feminine energy is kind of the giver, somebody who's uplifting, somebody who's there to always support.
Yes.
And how does somebody balances that in relationships so that we are in a feminine, but we are also like a divine presence in a relationship, not just kind of a soft energy and just bearing with anything that's coming up and not standing up for our own selves, right?
So first of all, to embody feminine energy within a romantic relationship is being safe.
Yeah.
If a woman is not safe, if a woman is not safe within the relationship, she cannot embody feminine energy.
Yeah.
So since masculine energy is the doer, and feminine energy is the being. So if the masculine energy is giving the feminine chaos, toxicity, abuse, the feminine energy will not come out because the embodiment is not there, right? If you can't be safe in an environment, you won't be able to nurture, you won't be able to collaborate, you won't be able to co-create, and first of all, you won't be able to receive, being receptive. So men usually has more masculine energy than female, because they are the provider, the protector, the leader. But then if they don't create that safe space for the women in their lives, the women will embody more masculine energy because they have to protect themselves, right? So if you are in a protective mode, that is a survival mode, right, for the feminine. So it is going to be very hard for the feminine to be in her essence if her environment is not safe.
That's so true, because in relationships we have seen so many times where like women is giving, but they forget that they also have to take care of themselves, which is like with taking care of the kids, which is the love of the life, but you also have to take care of your own self, because it's when you start taking care of your own self, you'll see the changes. Like your kids will start giving you more time to take care of yourself, and they'll respect that. And like it's so important that day to day that feminine energy is more nurtured in a way that we are able to respect, and not kind of getting ignored in the space where somebody's not taking care of themselves just because they feel like I'm just giving them love, but I'm not taking care of myself, which is kind of opposite of that, because feminine energy is like I am being, and it's like I'm calling also energy back to me and nurturing myself.
And part like being a mother as well. I'm a mother. Let's not forget to take care of ourselves, because when it's from experience, when we become a mother, we want to give and protect our children, and then we forget to take care of ourselves. And that's when all the depression and the low vibration, low energy happens, because you'll see a lot of moms with like put together kids from head to toes, perfect colorful outfit, and then you see the mom didn't even brush her hair, right? Didn't even put makeup. Not that they need to, but they need to show that they are taking care of themselves, because being feminine is also taking care of yourself, taking care of your aura, not necessarily putting a whole bunch of makeup, always put together, but you will see it when you see someone who's not in their feminine energy. You will feel it. You will see it.
That's so true, because you do see the difference when somebody is actually embodying that energy and feminine energy and taking care of themselves. You will see the difference with their aura, as you mentioned. You will see that they're taking care of themselves, they're taking care of their family, but they have a good balance of those things. And as we feel it is hard to find that balance, it's not. It's just because we have different priorities, which is fair, but once we start finding that balance, the family members itself starts giving you time to do the balance work, because they respect that you're taking care of your own self, your feminine energy. And as feminine energy is the vessel, like as you grow, like everybody around you starts to grow, because you're creating the vessel for everybody around you.
And also with the conditioning of women in the community, in the society, where we are supposed to be the caregiver, the nurturer, the selfless person who will serve the family. But at the same time, how are you going to nurture everyone if you're not taking care of yourself first? It is going to be very hard for you to help somebody and to show somebody what being a feminine, divine feminine is, if you're not embodying that yourself. And we can advise our kids, our family members with, okay, take care of yourself. Like embody feminine energy, but saying it is not going to help them, because you have to show them, especially young kids. They will not listen to your words, but then they will see you. If you are happy, if you are content, and if you are taking care of yourself, they will see it, and that's only when they will embody the same energy. Because they will not learn simply by just saying. They will see you as a model for them, right?
And that's very true, because it is studies that show that kids are observers. They learn through observations more than they learn how. If you teach them something, they will learn from their own observation more than if you teach them to do something. Like that would be different, but they will learn more from observing how you are doing it, not like forcing them to do something. Let's discuss some of the easy ways we can connect back to like the feminine essence of our own selves. What are some of the ways that you embody?
There are many ways that you can embody feminine energy. For me personally, I had to look within, and I had to ask myself, who am I really? What do I really want? And then meditation helped me a lot, and really looking within, and also not really caring so much about what people will say about, you know, how I look, what I'm doing, who am I, and also like being grateful. Journaling also help, like really writing your pain, your desperation, your fears, your anger. You know, we are allowed to feel all the emotions. We just have to be honest about it, and actually asking ourselves, who am I really? Who are you when you're alone? Who are you without your title? Who are you without, for example, me? Who am I if I'm not a mom? Who am I? If I'm not someone who live in Edmonton, who am I? Right? You know, like, you know what I mean? Like, who are we really is going to make us aware of our own being, and then we can answer the questions that we really wanted to ask ourselves, right? And be honest about it.
That's very true, because I feel like we are living in time where we as a collective are losing the sense of feminine energy and even the masculine energy. It's because we're trying to shift roles, we're trying to do better each day, but we don't realize how much survival mode we're living in. That could be emotional survival, survival from work related, survival from all areas of life. But in the end, it's like slowing down.
It is.
Right?
Really slowing down and asking ourselves, okay, if I work so much time for a certain goal, how can you be sure that at the end of your work life you still get to enjoy the fruit of it? Because if we live now, if we live and enjoy our lives now and be content, contentment is also a very big key to embodiment of the feminine energy. Because if we are not content, we're always gonna find that next, the next gift, the next job, the next pay, the next new thing, and it's still survival, right? It's still outside of us. It's very superficial and very materialistic. So I think contentment, being grateful, being like live slowly, and be able to value the people around you and collaborate with the people who have the same things, the same likes, the same want, like because if you combine those energy, it will amplify.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's actually very true, because it's important that we realize that collective energy does matter, and in the end, our collective energy is going to create the upcoming future that we hold. We talk so much about what's going around in the world, but we don't even collaborate with our own selves, with our people around us, just to create better surroundings for our own selves. It's like, I want to see the change in the world, but I don't want to change myself.
yes.
which is not going to happen until you change yourself, and then the world is going to change, because it's collective energy in the end. And feminine energy, we have to work through making sure that we are taking care our own self, slowing down in the moment. Even with my own self, I was talking to you as well, that I was thinking about that I need to stop stressing about even like the small things, because every day you're like rushing into the next thing that you want to do in the day. You don't want to miss that. You don't want to miss this event. You don't want to miss going to your you don't want to be late somewhere. It's like so much rushing that we stop to slow down. Like, we don't even know what slow down means. And if when we don't have anything to do, we actually don't know what to do that time, because we have filled our schedules with so much of like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. But if you don't have anything to do, you gotta rest up and take that time to your own self and just relax, not do anything.
Because in the speed of life, in the rushing, then you forget who you are. You forget to check in with yourself, and then you forget that there is this energy that is so great. And if you tap into it, you can create your own little world where you're at peace, you're calm, you can create the life that you want. Basically, we are lucky that we are in this world where we have opportunities, right? And sometimes, because we want more, we want the biggest thing, we've got the new things and all of those things, we forget to slow down. And also insecurity and being envious with the achievement of others. Sometimes it can cloud the feminine energy, because I'm like, oh yeah, she has this, why don't I have it? Why can't I have it? Right? But then her journey and my journey and your journey are all different, and maybe that's why I don't have it yet, is because my vessel is not really ready to receive, right? So I have to prepare my vessel to receive, so that I can be in my full feminine potential, right?
That's so true. Just the closing final discussion. Just want to discuss about women and kind of competition. We do tend to have that nature. I think as teenagers we have more of that, but as like we grew up, we just get over it slowly but surely. But it's like, why do we have like that competitive energy between us, while feminine can just collaborate and create so much more than that, right? There's so much we can learn from the feminine energy, but we invest our time in the negative aspect of it by competing with each other, with competing with so many things around us. We forget to actually be divine and be like, I am here existing and she's here existing, and we all can have our own divine space rather than just competing with each other's space, right?
So why do we think women, just talk about women, compete with each other? First, I'd say very low vibration, very insecure, very jealous, not content, because also women who do not know themselves fully
Yeah.
tend to be jealous about others.
Yeah.
Because and additionally to that is that the media as well, social media,
Yeah.
it's very desensitized. It is very they only post things that are, that can get the most likes. That's there's a thing where Instagram versus reality, right? Where it's this is the fake world they posting so that they can get more like, and then women who do not embody feminine energy would like, oh my gosh, this person is living the perfect life and I'm sitting here, right, with have no achievement. So being competitive, or we can be competitive in a positive way, but if it's a negative competition where I will put down that person so I can go up, is just just so low of the vibration. Because in order for someone to compete with with another woman, they will have to put down the other person. It is, to me, they have to learn more about themselves. They have to, we have to really ask ourselves, why am I doing this? Right? Like, why am I in this vibration? What is missing in me? I think if we only know ourselves well, we will be able to answer those questions. And it's sad that sometimes you see women who compete with other women by putting the other person down. But you can't really control that, because if you are involved in that, just know that you can let go and you can move on. Because if you dwell on that situation, you will also like lower your own vibration and your own energy, right?
That's actually very true. Thank you for that. I think we all need to evolve in a certain way that we are uplifting each other and not putting each other down, and that's gonna just help us become the better version of our own selves. And also, like, I learned a few years ago that if you're jealous or envious about something, rather than thinking that you have to negatively dwell into that situation, you can think that you're meant to receive that. That's a sign from the universe that you're meant to receive that, rather than thinking that you have to be jealous about that thing. It's like, it's a sign from the universe, be like, you're meant to receive that, you just have to work towards it. That's all. It doesn't mean that you have to be competitive, doesn't mean how you have to just fight for it, doesn't mean all of that. It means that it's a sign, you just have to work towards receiving it. It doesn't mean that you have to be competitive in any way. I think that was kind of all the aspects of feminine energy that we discussed. And we covered a lot of aspects, and hope this all message really helped. And I do thank you, Rowena, for her precious time. And
thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming. It was a really good conversation. I hope you guys enjoyed and you took a lot of aspects of the feminine energy and how to embody it and what we need to do in today's days of world. Thank you and have a nice day.